We are the Greens, a homeschool family of 5 that has been blessed by God to travel the United States a couple months out of the year, and we're thrilled to have you along on the adventure. We like to live life on the greener side. Click the subscribe button to follow along. This is a 2006 2500 and she was fantastic, but we were right at max capacity for regulation purposes. The girls are getting bigger too, so we were looking to upgrade to a Megacab. We found a dealer that gave us a good price on the 2500, and here she is, guys, a Black Beauty 3500 Megacab that will meet the girls' needs in the future as they grow and tow anything we can throw at her. This is a 2007 Dodge Ram 3500 Dually Megacab. In just a moment, I'll tell you why it is now our new tow reg. That there behind me is our Wildwood Heritage Glen 369 BL 43-foot fifth wheel. So that's the real reason why we upgraded tow rigs. We had a 2500, I'll shoot some pictures here, that actually did a great job. Just the weight capacity though, with the rear tires, we were right on the edge, and felt that it was a good decision to upgrade and get a few extra tires there, holding up the weight. So that's the number one reason, was just for capacity purposes. But there's a lot of other reasons we went with this one versus other models. All right, so the next reason we upgraded was due to the fact that we've got 3 little growing girls that are going to be bigger when they get older here. And this is the Megacab. So that extra amount is ridiculous back here compared just to the crew cab. The seats recline, super comfortable. It does have a short bed, but we had a short bed prior. So the negative of that is that in some cases we do have to use our slider hitch. In the real world situations, we've used it 0 times. The only time we use it is we've got a circular driveway here that's pretty tight, and we have to use it when we come home. So I have Bobby get out, and she sees as we're turning how close we are to the cab quarters. We go super slow, gives me the thumbs up or no. And so far she's never had like, no, stop, you're about to break your window, bust out the back of the cab. But so I wasn't too concerned at all about the short bed. That is a lot of concern though on the boards. But again, for our situation, like, not a concern at all. So what did we have to do when we bought it? We already had the B&W, so had to put a new hitch in. And I installed that myself. Super easy installation. It is just pure beef. And I know we've got a bunch of stuff here in the back, but the companion hitch, it is awesome. The teeth clamp around the kingpin. So super safe. So if you need a hitch, that's the one that I would go with if you don't buy something new that already has the puck system or something of that nature. So then that's the next question. Why didn't we go newer? Good question. The reason is the transmissions. So I am a Ford guy. As you can tell by the Excursion over there, that was our old tow rig when we had a travel trailer. And even though it is a 6.0 and a nightmare, I still love it. So being a Ford guy, why not a Ford? The 6.0s are terrible. The 6.4s like to make more oil where they dump fuel into past the cylinders during regen. Cummins by far, in my opinion, is the best motor. So I like to say 6 in a row made to tow. That's what they do. And this is the 5.9. So this is a 2007, pre-2007 or early 2007 rather. So the last year of the 5.9, what you get with that is you get the 48RE transmission. The 48RE transmission is a weak link for a lot of folks, but we built it. So through almost $6,000 at it, it's got a bunch of billet parts in it, and not worried at all. I mean, there's nothing that this truck can do pulling up a grade that I got to worry about it. But it's not as nice on the interior. So why not get the better or the newer one? So the answer to that is I don't want to deal with DEF and emissions. We go to California. I don't want to have to worry about them pulling us over. In Michigan, we don't have emissions. So the first thing I would have done to it was delete it and get rid of it. So I could have solved that right illegally. I don't have to do that with this. The second is the 68RE is the transmission in those, and they suck. People that build 6.7s, which is the newer motor from the 5.9, actually you can fool the computer and put a built 48RE in it, and then they don't have to worry about it. So I didn't want that. To get the better transmission, the ASIN transmission, that is in 2018 or newer, but now we're looking at like used ones were like 60 grand. I could have went with the stick 2, which would have been a good option, but we're looking at 60 grand. This was 30 grand. My old truck, I got 21 for it, paid 32 I think for this one, so a bit more, a lot less miles. So some of the things I was gonna have to do on the white truck, we don't have to do for another 50 miles, like injectors and things of that nature. So that was another savings. But for an additional 30 grand saving for maybe nicer seats, no. I mean, we do this as smart and economical as possible, and this is why I think I'll always have a 5.9. As long as I can keep this thing from rusting out on me, I'll just completely continue to rebuild it. So if it is the engine, I know the trans is good, the engine should be good, as long as you change the filters. I am putting a high lift pump on it, so we're going fast and bean sump for the tank, so that'll keep the high pressure injector pump happy. Injectors, when they go, will go maybe like a Towmaster, just a little bit more. We might have to put a new turbo on it soon, but the Spoolie Boy right now is doing good. And I will put head studs. That is something I want to do this summer, just as a little bit more peace of mind. So but all of that, because it's the Cummins, is incredibly simple to do. So there she is. There's a beautiful 5.9 inline 6. Only upgrades I'm going to do in here is a new air intake. That adds a little bit more, like 20% increase in flow. So get rid of that guy. And then at some point here, we will get a new Spoolie Boy, so new turbo upgrade. But whoever took care of this did a great job. They did stuff like I would do. So I know it was a car guy that owned this prior. I wish I had more records, but the Carfax was good. But they painted the heat shield to match. They painted the block. They painted this air intake. They painted the turbo. So is that necessary? No, it's absolutely not necessary, but that's just what car guys do. So like seeing stuff like that makes me excited that it was owned previously by a car guy, and super happy with that, just because it gives me the feels of happiness. So what else are we gonna do to it? I already put new headlights on, and they got the cool white strip, but these headlights with smoke suck. Like, I was surprised at how much light they block, so I'm probably gonna upgrade those. I've got new cab clearance lights, so gonna get rid of those orange ones and put that in. So just stupid cosmetic stuff. But the big upgrade at I don't know, this fall, sometime when I can swing it, and probably not for a while, because these tires are in great shape, unfortunately, right? I'm not complaining about having nice tread, but these are 17-inch, and I am going to do it up. I'm gonna buy the 19.5-inch commercial mid-size truck tires that hold 120 PSI, that last, basically you never wear them out. They will dry rot before you wear them out. So I think that will just look baller. I'm not gonna go with a big 22-inch semi with the adapters. Like, that's just, an insane amount of money. and just the same amount of weight. So speaking of weight, this is not light. It does not get incredible fuel mileage, but it does have the 14 gears, which that's a reason why it doesn't. It will pull a house. It pulls the house behind me here with no issue at all. We just did 5,000 miles with it, so finally got it washed and was able to give you guys a review on it, but just did 5,000 miles, and we got some crap fuel. One tank, it was like 8 miles per gallon, but the rest of the time we averaged around 11, so we're pretty happy overall with it. And let's see, what are negatives? Because there's always some negatives of any used car, right? So let me show you those. Rear Megacab doors got some rust. So I found some new ones. They go about $500 a door, so I'll get some new doors and figure out, I don't know if I'll paint them, what I'll do with it. And then this bed's pretty solid, except for right there. But I got a welder, so we're gonna buy the piece and I'm gonna cut in and weld that and get that fixed. So that's about it. That's the negatives. The pros again is right over my shoulder there, the Megacab. That was the primary reason. We could have gone with the regular quad cab with the long bed. We never have to worry about, again, the clearance issue with towing, but since we already had the slider, we said, you know, might as well get the Megacab because that's what we were after. And again, it hasn't been an issue for us. So that is it. So appreciate my homage. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what that word is. But Doug DeMiro to kick us off. He's fantastic. He's already got 1 million subscribers. So if you don't know who it is, you probably could care less if you subscribe. But go check out his reviews. Love that guy. And hopefully this helped. Anyone that's looking for a 5.9 Cummins, I say absolutely. Easy modded to get good horsepower, good torque numbers. The only other engine I'd buy is a 7.3 Ford. But they are dirt slow, and that's what this guy is. And you throw a turbo at it, you throw some injectors at it, you throw a pump on it, and it is going to run like crazy. We're not doing that. We're more reliability than anything else. But again, it's possible if you want to do that. But the big one is 0 emissions. So that's huge on my end. I don't want DEF. I don't want to worry about emissions, and we can do it legally because thankfully she's a good old girl and didn't come with any of that. So appreciate you watching. If you haven't yet, the greener side is our channel. If you could give us a thumbs up on this, hit subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Someday we might get 1,000 people, and that might be, you know, like a tank of gas on a trip or something. And we do appreciate it. And thanks again for watching. Hope you have a great evening.